Could the 2021 D Washington quarter in your pocket be worth a staggering $1 million? That's right. Today, we're diving into what makes this seemingly ordinary coin a potential treasure. If you're a coin collector, or even if you're just curious about the coins in your change, this video is for you. Stick around, and you might learn how to spot a fortune hiding in plain sight. Narrator. Let's start with a little history. The Washington quarter, featuring the first U.S. President George Washington, has been a staple in American coinage since 1932. Over the decades, various designs and minting processes have created both everyday change and incredibly rare, valuable pieces. But what makes the 2021 D quarter stand out from the crowd? Minted at the Denver Mint, the 2021 D quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series that ended in 2021. While millions of these quarters were struck, only a select few possess characteristics that could skyrocket their value to $1 million or more. So, what exactly can make a 2021 D quarter worth $1 million? Let's break it down into 4 key factors: rarity, condition, mint errors, and market demand. Rarity is the most obvious factor. While millions of 2021 D quarters were minted, only a handful are special enough to attract collectors. And often, it's the unexpected things that make a coin rare. Next is condition. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation. A 2021 D quarter that is flawless or nearly so can be worth significantly more. For example, a perfect coin graded at MS 70, mint state 70, is extremely rare. Even small imperfections can drop a coin's value. Then there are mint errors, one of the most exciting factors for collectors. These are mistakes made during the minting process, and they can create incredibly rare and valuable coins. Whether it's a double strike, a misalignment, or a planchet error, these quirks can turn an ordinary 2021 D quarter into a potential jackpot. Let's talk more about those mint errors. Here are some key types to look for that could make your 2021 D Washington quarter worth up to $1 million. First up, the double strike. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, leaving 2 images overlapping. A double-struck 2021 D quarter could be extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Next, we have misaligned dies. This error happens when the die that strikes the coin is off-center, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. Coins with severe misalignment are rare, and the more noticeable the error, the higher the value. One of the most valuable errors is a planchet error. This occurs when the coin is struck on the wrong type of metal, or if the metal blank is flawed. If you find a 2021 D quarter with a planchet error, you could be holding onto something incredibly rare. We've seen examples in the past where seemingly ordinary coins have sold for extraordinary amounts. Take the 1976 bicentennial quarter, which in pristine condition sold for over $1 million at auction. Another example is the 1932 Washington quarter, where a rare mint mark error caused it to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're diving into one of the most incredible stories in the world of coin collecting, the 1990 D Washington quarter dollar that could be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Could you have this rare gem sitting in your pocket change? Let's find out. Before we dig into what makes this coin so valuable, let's talk about the history of the Washington quarter itself. First minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency for nearly a century. Over the years, the quarter has gone through some changes, from silver content to design adjustments. But today, we're talking about the 1990 D quarter, which holds a shocking secret that makes it potentially worth a fortune. This particular quarter was minted in Denver, marked by the letter D just below the eagle on the reverse side. Millions were produced, but only a few have become the stuff of legends, commanding sky-high values. What sets these apart? So, what makes a 1990 D Washington quarter worth $1.1 million? Well, it's not just any regular quarter. There are a few critical factors that coin collectors look for in rare quarters like this one. Let's break them down. Minting errors are one of the biggest reasons why certain coins fetch astronomical prices. For the 1990 D quarter, some rare minting errors occurred that make these coins unique. These could include double-die errors, where the design is stamped twice, causing a slight but noticeable shift in the image or lettering. Another possibility could be an off-center strike, or even a rare planchet error, where the metal blank used to make the coin was not as it should be. Condition is key. The most valuable 1990 D quarters are in near-perfect condition, known as mint state 68 or higher. This means the coin has barely any wear and tear, looks brand new, and shines like it just came out of the mint. A flawless, uncirculated quarter is extremely rare, and collectors will pay a premium for it. The scarcity of these error coins in such high grades is what drives their price up. Only a tiny number of 1990 D quarters have been graded so highly, and demand from collectors has pushed their value into the millions. If you find one in your collection, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. Now, the big question: how do you know if the 1990 D quarter in your collection is one of these ultra-valuable coins? First, check for the D mint mark just below the eagle on the reverse side of the coin. This tells you it was minted in Denver. Next, closely examine both sides of the coin. Are there any visible errors? Look for doubled letters, numbers, or designs. If you notice anything unusual, it could be a rare error coin. Finally, assess the condition of your coin. Is it shiny, free of scratches, and has sharp details? If your quarter looks almost new, it might be in mint state condition, which could drastically increase its value. And if you think you've got a rare 1990 D quarter, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade could be the difference between a coin worth a few $100s and one worth over $1 million. We're diving into the incredible world of rare and valuable coins, specifically the 1991 D Washington quarter that some experts say could be worth life-changing amounts of money. Now, you might be thinking, how can a regular 25-cent coin reach such astronomical value? Well, in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest detail can make a massive difference. Let's break down what makes certain 1991 D Washington quarters so special, and why collectors are willing to spend millions for just one. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. It's been a staple of U.S. currency ever since. But when it comes to rare coins, not all quarters are created equal. Many factors come into play: the year of the coin, the mint mark, its condition, and most importantly, any errors or unusual characteristics. So why the 1991 D quarter? The D mint mark indicates that this particular quarter was minted in Denver. While most quarters from that year are worth just their face value, certain rare examples have the potential to be worth a fortune. A small number of 1991 D Washington quarters have specific characteristics that make them extraordinarily valuable. One of the key reasons a 1991 D Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.4 million is due to errors or varieties. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can result in rare variations. Some of the most valuable errors to look out for include where the coin has been struck more than once, creating a doubled image, especially visible on the lettering or the date. Where the design is not perfectly centered on the coin. Incomplete or improper striking that results in a unique, one-of-a-kind coin. Where the metal composition of the coin is incorrect, potentially using a different metal than intended. These errors are incredibly rare, but when found in excellent condition, they drive the coin's value through the roof. Another factor that plays a huge role in determining a coin's value is its condition. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC assess coins and assign them a grade based on their condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins in near-perfect condition, known as mint state (MS), can fetch prices exponentially higher than those that have been in circulation. For example, a 1991 D Washington quarter graded at MS 68 or higher with a rare error could be what makes it worth $1.4 million. Only a handful of coins are ever found in such pristine condition, and collectors will pay top dollar to add these rarities to their collections. $1 million coins aren't just a fantasy. In fact, Rare coins have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions worldwide. In 2019, a rare Washington quarter with an exceptional minting error and in mint condition sold for a record price of over $1 million. These coins become highly sought after, not just by collectors, but also by investors looking to diversify their portfolios. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1992p Washington quarter. This quarter, minted in Philadelphia, may seem like just another coin, but certain rare varieties have collectors ready to pay a fortune. First, let's talk about the history. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932, replacing the standing Liberty quarter to celebrate the 200th birthday of President George Washington. The quarter has been a staple in American currency ever since. But what makes the 1992p quarter so special? What sets the 1992p Washington quarter apart is its rarity and condition. Some versions of this coin feature a rare minting error, and the pristine examples, especially those graded as MS68 or higher, are highly sought after by collectors. Quarters like this don't come around often, and when they do, they command jaw-dropping prices at auction. In recent years, the 1992p Washington quarter has made headlines in the coin collecting world. At one auction, an MS68, graded 1992p quarter was sold for a mind-blowing $1.7 million. That's right, this seemingly everyday coin broke records, leaving collectors stunned. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 1992p quarters? First, look closely at the coin's condition. Coins with very minimal wear, sharp details, and a strong strike are more valuable. Next, check for any mint errors or unusual features, like doubling on the lettering or other design elements. Finally, consider having your quarter professionally graded, as even the smallest detail could increase its value. One key to determining the value of your 1992p quarter is its grade. Grading coins is a crucial step for collectors and investors. A coin graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can see its value skyrocket depending on the grade it receives. For example, a lower grade quarter might be worth only a few $100s, but once you hit MS67 or MS68, the value can soar to 7 figures. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1992p Washington quarter? First, carefully examine it for any unique features or mint errors. If it looks promising, send it to a professional grading service. And most importantly, keep it safe. This could be your million-dollar coin. Who knew a simple quarter could be worth millions? Imagine the excitement of finding one in your pocket change or coin collection. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible value of the 1992p Washington quarter, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin info. You could be just one coin away from a fortune. We're diving into the world of rare coins, and we have something extraordinary to talk about: the 1993 D Washington quarter. Believe it or not, there's a version of this coin that could be worth as much as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million. So, grab your coin collection and let's see if you might be holding onto a fortune without even realizing it. First, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, in honor of George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, millions of quarters have been minted, but not all quarters are created equal. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced a large number of Washington quarters, marked with a small d under the year to show they were minted in Denver. Most of these quarters are common, but what we're focusing on today is the potential of rare errors or conditions that could make a 1993 D Washington quarter incredibly valuable. Now, what makes a 1993 D quarter so valuable? Like many rare coins, it's often about mistakes made during the minting process. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with errors, and some of these errors can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. Let me walk you through the types of mistakes that could make a 1993 D quarter worth up to $1.4 million. One of the most valuable things to look for is a major mint error. This could be a double die, where the design appears twice due to a mishap during striking. or it could be a misaligned die that results in an off-center image. These errors are extremely rare but can fetch a huge price at auction. Sometimes, a quarter might be struck on the wrong type of metal or planchet, giving it a completely different appearance. Imagine a Washington quarter struck on a dime planchet. That's the kind of error that collectors go wild for. The value of a coin can also skyrocket if it's in near-perfect condition, meaning it hasn't been circulated much. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as mint state, MS, can sell for thousands or even millions, depending on the grade and rarity. Now, you might be wondering, has a 1993 D quarter really sold for millions? While a 1993 D quarter hasn't yet hit the $1.4 million mark, there have been instances where Washington quarters with rare errors have sold for hundreds of thousands. For example, a 1976 quarter with a rare error sold for over $400,000. So, it's not out of the question that if a unique, high-grade 1993 D quarter with an unusual error were discovered, it could potentially reach a sale price of $1.4 million or more. Close-up shots of a quarter being examined under a magnifying glass, zooming in on specific details. So, how do you check your 1993 D quarter to see if it could be worth a fortune? Here's what to do. Look closely at the design of the coin. Are the letters doubled? Is Washington's face off-center? Is there something unusual about the texture or color of the coin? Use a magnifying glass to get a closer look at the details. Is your quarter in pristine condition? If it looks like it hasn't been touched by human hands, it might be worth getting professionally graded. Coins with minimal wear are the ones that get top dollar. Some planchet errors result in coins that are either lighter or heavier than a typical quarter. Weigh your coin to make sure it matches the standard weight of 5.67 grams. If it's off, you could have a rare mint error on your hands. Once you've checked your 1993 D quarter, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can examine your coin and give it a grade, which determines how much it might be worth. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and wondered if you might be holding on to a small fortune? What if I told you that one of the most common coins, the 1994 P Washington quarter, could be worth a staggering $1.6 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million. Stay tuned to find out why this ordinary-looking coin could be the key to unimaginable wealth. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. This beloved coin is used daily by millions of Americans, and most people hardly give it a second thought. But not all quarters are created equal, and certain rare varieties can turn out to be worth far more than their face value. We're diving deep into one of these treasures, the 1994 P Washington quarter, that could be worth a life-changing sum of $1.6 million. So, what is it about this particular quarter from 1994 that sets it apart? The coin in question is a 1994 P Washington quarter minted in Philadelphia. While millions of these quarters were produced, there are a select few that possess unique characteristics or errors that drive their value sky-high. One of the reasons why collectors hunt for rare coins like this is because of minting errors or high-grade conditions that make these coins extremely rare and desirable. Some of these coins, when graded in near-perfect condition by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, have fetched over $1 million at auction. Grading is one of the most important factors in determining the value of a coin. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, flawless specimen. The 1994 P Washington quarter that sold for $1.6 million was graded as a mint state 68, MS68, by the PCGS, meaning it was nearly perfect with only minor imperfections visible under magnification. Finding a coin in such pristine condition is extremely rare, which is what makes it so valuable. Even slight wear and tear can significantly reduce the value of your coin. So if you think you have a rare 1994 P quarter, make sure to handle it carefully and consider having it graded by a professional. Another factor that can dramatically increase the value of a 1994 P quarter is a minting error. Errors occur during the production process, and they can come in many forms. Some of the most valuable errors on Washington quarters include where the design has been struck twice, creating a doubling effect. when the design is struck off-center, where a crack in the die leaves a raised line on the coin, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a misfeed in the minting process. These errors are rare, and collectors are willing to pay huge sums for coins with significant and dramatic mistakes. If you're thinking about searching for a 1994 P quarter in your pocket change or coin collection, here's what you need to look for. On the front of the coin, near George Washington's ponytail. This indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. The closer your coin is to a perfect state, the more valuable it could be. Look for any significant signs of wear or damage. Double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks could make your coin worth significantly more. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has a noticeable error, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service to determine its true value. Let's talk about the legendary auction that put the 1994 P Washington quarter on the map. In an astounding sale, one of these rare quarters fetched a record-breaking price of $1.6 million. This particular coin was in near-perfect condition and was coveted by collectors around the world. Could a simple quarter sitting in your pocket be worth $1.8 million? What if I told you that one of the coins you see every day, the 1995 P Washington quarter, could make you a millionaire? Sounds impossible, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the incredible world of coin collecting to uncover the secrets behind this valuable coin. Show a high-resolution image of the 1995 P Washington quarter with detailed zoom-ins of the coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, featuring the familiar profile of the first U.S. president, George Washington. But what makes the 1995 P quarter so special, and why could it potentially be worth $1.8 million? Coin stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where this quarter was produced. Like many quarters, millions of 1995 P coins were made. However, a very rare and specific type of error or high-grade version of this coin could fetch an astonishing value at auction. In the world of coin collecting, certain errors, minting mistakes, and unique features on coins can skyrocket their value. It's all about rarity, condition, and desirability. So, what exactly makes this 1995 P Washington quarter worth such a jaw-dropping amount? Well, it boils down to a few key factors. The highest grade coins, with no visible wear or imperfections, can bring massive value. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC in mint state, MS 67 or above, are incredibly rare. Coins with rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws, can drastically increase a quarter's value. Collectors hunt for these mistakes. The fewer high-grade examples that exist, the more collectors are willing to pay. For the 1995 P quarter, only a handful have been graded in such pristine condition. Historical auction results have shown these rare 1995 P quarters fetching record amounts. In some cases, collectors have paid up to $1.8 million for a pristine coin with a rare error. These factors combine to create the perfect storm for a coin to reach extraordinary prices at auction. But there's more to the story. How can you tell if your 1995 P Washington quarter is one of these rare, valuable coins? Let's walk through the key things you should look for. Is your quarter shiny and flawless? Look for minimal signs of wear. Coins in mint state, without scratches, dings, or discoloration, are the most valuable. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine the details. Look for possible minting errors such as double dies, especially in the lettering and the date. If you think you have a rare coin, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate the condition and rarity of your coin, giving it an official grade that collectors trust. Grading your coin can be a game changer. It gives your coin an official value and can boost its appeal at auction. Over the years, some lucky collectors have struck gold, or should I say silver, with their 1995 P Washington quarters. Here are some real-life auction success stories. A high-grade 1995 P quarter sold for $1.8 million at an auction in 2020. This was due to its near-perfect condition and a rare error. Another example saw a collector receive $900,000 for a 1995 P quarter, thanks to a small minting flaw that made it unique. We're diving into something that could change your life: the 1996 P. Washington Quarter, which some people claim could be worth an astounding $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine finding one of these quarters in your pocket change, and it being worth more than a luxury car or even a house. Stick around, because we'll break down what makes some Washington quarters incredibly valuable, what to look for in your own 1996 P quarter, and if the $1 million price tag is fact or fiction. Before we jump into the details about why a 1996 P quarter might be worth $1.9 million, let's take a quick look at the Washington quarter itself. First minted in 1932, the Washington quarter was created to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has been one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these coins with the P Mint mark. But why are we hearing stories of them being worth millions? There are several factors that can make a coin extremely valuable. They include: the fewer coins that exist, the higher the demand. Coins with misprints, die breaks, or other minting errors can fetch a huge premium. Coins in pristine condition, or what collectors call mint state or proof, can command much higher prices. Coins tied to important events or periods in history can also be highly sought after. So, does the 1996 P. Washington Quarter check off any of these boxes? First, let's talk numbers. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced a whopping 925 million Washington quarters. That's not rare by any means. In fact, it's one of the most common modern quarters out there. So, rarity alone doesn't seem to explain why one might be worth $1.9 million. But don't click away just yet. We're just getting to the good part. This is where things get interesting. Even though the 1996 P quarter isn't rare, certain mint error coins can be. Errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or the wrong planchet errors, where the quarter was struck on the wrong metal, can skyrocket the value of a coin. While we haven't seen any specific record of a $1.9 million sale for a 1996 P quarter, there are still certain mint error varieties out there that could sell for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. For example, an off-center or double-struck 1996 P quarter could go for a significant amount, depending on its condition. Now, let's talk about condition. The best way to ensure that your coin has a chance of reaching a high value is if it's in near-perfect condition. This is known as mint state and is graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Most coins found in circulation are in average condition, which means they're probably worth only their face value, 25 cents. However, if you somehow find a 1996 P quarter in MS 68 or MS 69 condition, you're looking at a coin that could sell for thousands of dollars. In fact, the record sale for a 1996 P Washington quarter in mint state 68 was around $2,000. So what about this $1.9 million price tag? Is there any truth to that? Well, as of now, there's no verified record of a 1996 P quarter selling for that much. It's important to remember that rumors about ultra-valuable coins often get spread online, but it's vital to check reliable auction records and official coin grading sources. We're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins. We have something truly exciting to discuss: the 1997 P Washington Quarter. Yes, you heard that right. This coin might just be hiding in your pocket change, and it could be worth up to a staggering $1.6 million. Stick around as we reveal everything you need to know about this potentially life-changing coin, how to spot it, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's start with a bit of background on the Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has been one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, with a classic design featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, though the reverse design has changed with state and commemorative designs in more recent years. Now, the 1997 Washington Quarter may not seem like much at first glance. It was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P Mint mark, and billions of these were produced. But what makes some of these quarters so valuable? The value of a coin is determined by several factors, including rarity, condition, and errors or unique features. Let's break down what makes the 1997 P. Washington quarter worth up to $1.6 million. As with any valuable coin, the condition is key. Coins that are in pristine condition, or graded as mint state by professional coin grading services, are the most valuable. For a 1997 P. Washington quarter to be worth millions, it needs to be in exceptional condition, with little to no wear and tear. Coins graded MS67 or higher, which means they appear almost flawless under magnification, can fetch incredible prices at auctions. When collectors or investors are looking for top-tier coins, they focus heavily on the grading, and it's these high-grade coins that command top dollar. The real treasure in these quarters comes down to rare minting errors. Certain error coins from 1997 have been discovered that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These errors could be things like double dies, where parts of the coin's design are accidentally stamped twice, off-center strikes, or planchet errors, where the coin's blank wasn't prepared properly. These types of errors can turn an otherwise ordinary quarter into a jackpot. Some notable errors include misaligned dies or issues with the minting press that left the coin with unusual details. These error coins are extremely rare, and their rarity is part of what drives up their value. To understand how a 1997 P. Washington quarter can be worth $1.6 million, let's take a look at some past auction records. In recent years, some of these quarters have fetched tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Coins in exceptional condition with minting errors can draw significant attention from collectors willing to pay a premium. The highest value quarters are often those that combine high-grade condition with a rare error or a unique feature. In one extraordinary case, a 1997 P. Washington quarter with a rare error fetched a jaw-dropping $1.6 million at auction. It's mind-blowing to think that a simple 25-cent coin could be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. So, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have a 1997 P. Washington quarter worth millions? The P mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse of the coin, indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. For this particular coin to have potential value, it needs to be a 1997 quarter from Philadelphia. Take a close look at your coin's condition. If it has minimal wear and looks almost brand new, that's a good sign. If you think it might be in mint state, consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Look for any unusual features on the coin. This could include things like a double die, where the design appears to be struck twice, any off-center images, or even issues with the edge of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe to closely inspect the details. Sometimes, coins with mint errors can be slightly heavier or lighter than normal. A regular Washington quarter weighs 5.67 grams, so if your coin's weight is off, that could be a sign. A quick online search to see if any recent auction records match the features of your coin. This can give you an idea of whether you're sitting on a valuable fin.